highway robbery. Ontario
Imagine
is.
if he got hit by a car on the 40 or on the 427
I
and Rebel posted the video.
Rebel would post the video. They would totally
They
fucking
would,
post
and
it.
that's the best part.
They wish. I still remember when he got hit by the conservative campaign bus in 2019.
David just as roadkill on the side of the highway, being zoomed in on by Mocha.
You know, two cars. I've watched enough David Menzies that I could probably put together a 2-hour segment of the best of the best. So I probably could.
2 hour best of the men. So
Are you kidding me?
it's just his roadkill dead body.
Oh my god.
Just 2 hours of cars going by.
Or just slowly zooming in on it. Oh my god.
No, it
Oh.
does that thing that happened on that one. Who is it? Lindsay Shepherd? Someone Lindsay? So where it faded to black like over a space of 2 hours.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. James Lindsay, yeah, when he was on the new discourses thing, and it kept on like as the video went on, it went from colored to black and white.
Yeah.
So
Yes, Eric. The last 7 seconds are him being bit by a dog.
yes, you get the clip of the dog chasing him too. Yes, that one was good. Oh, there's so many. I still love the one. My
It's
favorite is
genuinely the
still.
whole LCBO video.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, the LCBO video. That itself was 40 minutes
Just
long.
40 minutes of that. Yeah.
What
When he bit through the tape in Montreal.
there was the time when the lottery security guard like insulted him. That was pretty good. Or like my favorite is still when he got tackled by the police officers guarding Ron McLean, which is our "If You Follow Us," it plays the "Are you kidding me?" which is when they tackled him to the ground. That's a classic. Remember him how he lived annoying customer service reps? Pretty much. Pretty much. And
Just the background is the "We will remember" for 2 hours.
Now this one, we're building it up. It's not going to be as good, but there's
No,
definitely elements of a lot of what we're saying here are going to be in this video. So, yeah, let's get to it. David Menzies is going to complain about this extension to the 427, which is a highway in Toronto, and that's pretty much it. He's going to complain. Here we go.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Vaughan, Ontario. Well, folks, I'm standing in front of the highway to hell. Actually, that's not quite true. A highway to hell would indicate there's some asphalt for a person to drive on to a destination, namely Hades. This highway doesn't go anywhere. Well, that's not kind of true either. It does go all the way to Major Mackenzie, which is about 7 kilometers away from here. But no one
David
is
Menzies,
using it.
pagan
And
moments.
the story of the Highway 420.
I love that was such a convoluted way to just say that this road is currently blocked off and not being used. Like this. that's all you had to say. Then you had to like somehow make it about Hades and then go, well, my metaphor doesn't really work because you actually could take it from point A to point B. Just filling time. Like literally.
How could we trick the Rebel News crew into becoming like anti-pipeline?
You have to convince them that oil and gas is secretly pro-vaccine.
Oil and gas is turning the kids trans and gay.
Yeah. Hey, bud. Hello, famous horse. Welcome. It has been a while. We are going to watch David Menzies be upset about a highway.
27 extension is absolutely baffling and maddening. Here's the deal, folks.
I'm
It
just
goes
angry
back
looking
to
at
the
this. Look at
Liberal
this road.
government in 2013. That was the provincial Liberals that proposed this much-needed extension north of Highway 7. Finally, in early 2018, construction began, and then the whole highway, all 4 lanes north and south, 8 lanes in total, was finished in September of 2020. So why aren't there any cars on it aside from a few maintenance vehicles you might see going by me right now? Well, the province got into a dispute with the consortium of companies called Link 427. You see, the province was withholding the final $144.7 million completion payment on the basis of the highway is unsafe. They said there is improper, or they implied there's improper drainage, and therefore they could not give the highway a green light to go.
Then why is he talking about this? Doesn't that I don't know about all of you, but that seems pretty reasonable to me. The government was like, build us a road. The company builds road, and then they go there and they're like, hey, the road doesn't drain properly. You were supposed to build us a road. You fucked up. And then they're like, pay me. And the government's like, we're not going to pay you. And so it's been in this like stasis where they're waiting to fix the problems and work all this shit out. And it got into like litigation and whatnot. Damn, sounds like they shouldn't have contracted it out. Well, it's like, I don't know. It just seems like this sometimes happened. I'm not sure. Like, is this the government's fault? Fuck it. Just use those MZO exceptions Doug Ford put into place to destroy the environment. Private companies are so much cheaper. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, if they had like some public, I don't even know how the construction field works in terms of making it a public project, or if they always just contract it out. I don't think we have like public construction workers, or do we?
Yeah. Yeah. No, we do. There's city construction workers.
Yeah. Then why
So like they could have well, because, and this is funny because it's not even Doug Ford this time technically. Like construction started when the Libs were still in power. So it's like,
and like
Kathleen Wynne, you did this. And Doug Ford then also continued it. But
even then, like the one thing that you could say here, like, fuck Doug Ford, of course, but if there really is problems with the road such that it would cause a hazard because it doesn't drain properly, so my guess is what that'll create is like flooding on the road when it rains, and then like you'll have like, you know, hydroplaning and stuff as people drive over it, which was could cause.
They were talking about that and ice being a pretty major issue.
And if that's the case, then I'm glad the government didn't just go, all right, and let people drive all over it, you know? Now, granted, Doug Ford probably didn't make that decision. It was probably, like, bureaucrats and whatnot. But, like, that's better than, I don't know, letting people drive on it and kill and, like, or die and crash and all that fun shit.
Yeah, it's just so dumb.
The management consulting industry was created entirely to destroy unions. Yeah. It's so wild that they're running this as a story considering they've opened the extension. I honestly think they didn't want to turf the footage they gathered. I think part of this story is the fact he's referring to the boondoggle, but he does get to the point that they are opening it. So that is part of the story. Sorry, Vienna.
I'm just like curious about like what line they're gonna take with this. Is the issue that they didn't pay the companies? Like, is that gonna be this whole video?
No, the issue is just that this is a boondoggle.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's everything's fucked up. It's a boondoggle. I think is pretty much, oh my god, the road sat here empty because of litigation and governments and bureaucracies and blah blah blah.
I wish they would swear.
I will say the only reason I'm saying that is because this is the video we got, and we're gonna find out very shortly that the video is gonna take a turn because, as you saw in the previous thing, this truck ends up coming up on the Menzies.
They implied there's improper drainage,
and that is eventually going to be the main part of the video. As always. Well, let's see where Menzies goes with this.
It's a matter for the courts. It should be noted that the consortium disagrees with that. They say it has passed a safety inspection. There is no issue. And for the past year, it's been a lawyer's paradise as commuters have been prevented from getting on this highway, be it rain or shine. And the matter is still before the court. So it's very curious. I'm wondering what the scenario was that made.
What were you referring to? Was it the skull? Oh, okay. For those who don't know, for Halloween I've hung a skeleton on the wall already. It just confused my wife. That's but you can see the angle.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that, Fiona?
I said, "Oh, nice." I hadn't seen it.
Yeah. It's not good. It's clearly not showing up that well on the screen, but I might have to find some way to light it up or do some other Halloween decorations for Halloween fun times. But notice as well. So what David Menzies is getting to here, the issue seems to be like the fact that lawyers got involved and this was delayed for an entire year. That therefore that's like what he's complaining about. Where it's like, I guess because since they've now decided that in fact it is fine and the safety check was fine or whatever, that therefore like it should have been open a year ago. But like again, it's amazing because you think about their own stance when it comes to the vaccine, right? It's the idea is like we'll never know that the vaccine is safe and we have to do like a million tests to make sure that it's safe before you like give it to anybody. And how dare you mandate it when we don't know that it's safe or whatever, right? So they preach like super cautious bureaucracy there for the vaccine case. But in case of this road, they're like, no delays! Open the road right away! No safety checks, no legal discussions, nothing. You open that goddamn road. He seems confused why two groups in a civil case would have opposing views as well. It's like, shouldn't they just know that the road is safe? Why are they having discussions?
Everything would just be better if we all got along.
Made the province change its mind because there hasn't been, to my knowledge, extensive construction to improve the drainage here. So if it was unsafe in September 2020, why would it not still be unsafe in September 2021? By the way,
so he's like, well, if it was safe then, or it was unsafe then, why is it safe now? And it's like, because there was no agreement that it was safe then. So even though nothing changed, maybe now like some consensus was reached, some legal thing was worked out, everything was fucking figured out. But he's like, well, but like, so like now it's retroactively in the past it was safe all along, and they should have just opened it up like all along. Like, I don't know why this is so complicated for him to understand. It's like facts on the ground change, and we have a different understanding about the situation. Give me road or give me death. Yes, two guys.
whose head is going to roll for this latest boondoggle when it comes to government infrastructure projects? Well, nobody, of course. It's business as usual, isn't it? Going over budget, going past deadline, and in this case, building a highway that sits completed for an entire year before actually opening it. It is a disgrace, and I'd like to reach out to the province and Link 427, but because it's before the courts, neither parties are speaking. I'd also like to ask Doug Ford, remember those election promises, for the people? Ontario open for business? Well, this is a shameful indictment of how hollow those promises were.
Have roads if you're open for business.
Yes, what Doug Ford meant when he said open, like, I can't believe I'm having to defend Doug Ford here. Jesus Christ. What Doug Ford meant when he said open for business, he was like, I have to make sure that the 427 does not get caught up in litigation for over a year. That is what I meant for open for business. Oh my God.
Oh, hi there. How you doing? Sir, This highway's opening tomorrow, I understand, right?
Sir, this is an active construction zone. For your own safety, I'm requesting you leave.
No, nobody's on this road.
Construction zone under the Ministry of Labor laws. You are not oriented to be here, and you're not wearing safety gear.
Okay, then. Well, you know what? I have some steel-toe boots in the trunk.
Sir,
That's for the Trudeau campaign.
please leave the site.
I love these.
He's being polite.
Yeah. Oh, this poor guy in the city. I mean, like, it's every single person that has to tell David Menzies to fuck off is always in this position of just like, please go. Just please. My job is to tell you that it's against the law for you to be here because we're in a safety zone and you need to be wearing safety equipment. You're not authorized to be here. Can you please leave? And then him just completely ignore them the whole fucking time. Every single
What's that party that the Cambridge MPP started? Blue and White or something?
The New Blue? It was New Blue.
New Blue? True Blue?
I think it's New Blue.
New Blue? Yeah, there's the New Blue Party, which is probably the closest, I think, to the PPC in Ontario because it has a sitting MPP.
New Blue Party of Ontario. Yep.
Oh, I haven't heard of the Trillium Party.
I think it only has 2 people. Belinda,
Is it her and her husband?
Yeah, Belinda and Jim are the only ones. And Jim ran for the federal conservative leadership and eventually had to drop out, I think, having to do with like not raising enough funds. And like he claimed that it was like they purposely made the cutoff in a way that he couldn't run, and so they were like trying to get him specifically. And anyways, that's their whole grift.
She's apparently mad that there's a new rule requiring proof of COVID vaccination or a negative test result to enter Queen's Park, and that takes effect on Monday.
She left because of something to do with COVID restrictions, whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't even think she was asked to resign. I think or did she? I can't remember. I can't remember if she left or if they told her to leave.
I don't know. We can look into this after the video. It was just a distraction because somebody asked if Batukar said, is there a PPC equivalent in Ontario?
That's all right. I got there. It says Correlios was expelled from Progressive Conservative Caucus by party leader and Premier Doug Ford after voting against Bill 195, which was the Reopening Ontario, a flexible response to COVID-19 Act. So she was against one of their legislations during the pandemic, and therefore they kicked her out of the party.
Nice.
And she is my parents' MPP.
Okay, then. But I mean, like, sir, there's no cars on this highway. It's been like that for a year. You and I, we could have a road hockey game here.
Sir, could you please leave because it's unsafe and you're not wearing safety equipment and you haven't been oriented?
Well, if I'm on that vacant lot, is that still the construction zone?
What vacant lot?
Right here, like where all those Canada geese are.
That is part of the construction zone. It's the highway property.
Gee, nobody told the geese that.
Sir, could you please leave?
I love this dude so much.
Like,
He's just not giving him anything.
at least like he at least was like, what vacant lot, and wanted to see like, can you get there? And then it's like he makes the joke about the geese. Can you please leave? I forgot to acknowledge in the previous little bit we played when he talked about the steel toe boots. We already played this segment a couple weeks ago where he purchased steel toe boots because an RCMP member stepped on his toes, and so he's like, I need steel toe boots to be a journalist now. And if that's the case, why didn't you wear your steel toe boots on the construction site, Menzies? As usual, I can't handle Menzies. This is the most uncomfortable part about Menzies, for sure. Just like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I'm going to leave, but can you just, before I go, why has it been a full year, sir, since this has been completed? You don't have an answer to that. So as Ontarians are strangled in congestion, this highway exists for an entire year, and you don't care. You just don't care. As long as you get your paycheck, you you just don't care that a completed highway has been ready for the use of motorists,
Oh my
and
god.
for a whole year now, no one's been able to go on the highway. I think that's an
This guy's gonna kill Menzies.
astonishing story.
Sir, for your own safety, please leave the highway.
Okay. Well, you know what? I will leave. I don't see any danger whatsoever unless you're going to use your Ford F-150 to run me over.
God.
He should. He should
wish he
just be
would.
like, all right,
I wish you
fucking,
would.
I'm taking one for the team. Damn it. It's so uncomfortable. He's just like, I need more footage. Must keep asking questions. Menzoid playing coy with a guy who just wants to get through his day. Every fucking time. You even saw it when he was like on the phone with the person for the Conservative Party in the previous video, where it's like she clearly is like, I'm not the one who can answer your questions, and yet he still persists. There's like a thing in his brain where he's like, I must ask another question. I must pursue this further. I can't rest at just like these non-answers. I must keep it going because I need the footage for my stupid YouTube.
For impolite questions, but this is just astonishing. Can I just get a shot of this empty highway before I go? By the way, do you have any insight into... Okay. And by the way, you are?
It just keeps going.
Please leave the highway for your own
Okay, so you're not a security guard then, right? Okay then.
Please leave the highway for your own safety.
Okay, has someone told you to kick me off this highway?
Sir, under the Ministry of Labor laws, the act of the highway, please leave the highway for your own safety.
Okay then. All right. Well, folks, there you have it. Safety
I love
first.
that dude.
Construction work.
You should just plow into him right here. God damn it. Oh my god. The tone he uses is so creepy and annoying too. 100%. And like, imagine being just, please go. Please go.
Worker didn't want me here, or his, I guess his employer didn't want me here. It's very funny. He said safety, but look at this. We could play a game of road hockey on the Highway 427 extension.
Like, and the thing is, he has to know, like, that there's like laws in place for these things for specific reasons. Like, of course, it is the case that there's likely not going to be something that injures him right now, but there could be, and then the company would be liable for letting this asshole like walk around on their thing. So it's against the law for him to be there. So they want him to leave. Like what's so hard to wrap your head around this issue, David?
You wouldn't even have to worry about yelling car to move the hockey nets because there are no cars. What is the safety issue? He said it's an active construction zone. I see across the median some...
Yeah, like there's actual construction taking place on the highway still. God damn it. God damn it. Lining him up with the truck. Oh no. I know that's the other
construction
thing.
equipment there, but I was never going to go anywhere near that, of course. And he said that I can't even be on the vacant lot here with the pond where the Canada geese are. I guess they'll be migrating south sometime soon. But in any event, yet again, another incredible example of your tax dollars hard at work. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies.
Aren't we so glad that they got all that footage and did that piece? Like I feel like deeply informed about that news story. I've learned so much. 10,000 views. 10,000 views. Oh my god, now we have construction cops. Everyone is scrambling for a spot in the New World Order. Way to go, Dave. Keep up the great work. Health and safety is the New World Order?
I love the one that says he's concerned about your safety as he travels the wrong direction on the highway. The whole video is about how the highway's not open. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hello, my rebels. Hello, my rebels. I'm a good boy. I'm a weirdo.